gentlemen, the fasten your seatbelt sign is now off. If anyone knows how to fix it, please report to the flight attendant.
I don't get it. Sorry.
I had artificial insemination. It's not like I slept with every man in town.
Chew it carefully, Mom. Like they taught you at Shady Pines.
Sophia, what does it mean, a little less bourbon?
It's a big decision, Sophia. She's got to think about it.
She's family. If you can't count on family, who the hell can you count on? She's Italian.
Me, Stan. Look, I know it's late, but I had to come by. I have awesome news.
Dating someone over 12?
Ma, that's not nice. Is that it, Stanley?
No. Congratulate me, everyone. I'm getting hitched.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, congratulations, Stan.
Tell us all.
Oh, I'm going to miss you very much.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you too, Mom.
Are you sure you won't let me drive you to the airport?
No, I'll be fine. Dorothy, Sophia, thank you for having me.
Don't thank me. Thank my grandson.
At least for the next $8.
Dorothy, you owe me an apology. Your ad's right here.
Oh, Rose, this is the personals column.
So what?
So what? You put an ad in the personals column that said I will do anything for $8 an hour?
That hot plate, Sophia. We'll go to the DA. I think we've got enough evidence to get these charges dropped.
Oh, Ma, I am so proud of you. Now, honey, if you could just remember where you left the hot plate.
I used it recently. Think, Sophia, think. What's that smell? My God. My car. Oh! Boy, you had me going there for a second. I thought you meant he was suing me. Woo! What?
Blanche, Rose may be taken to court for something that you did. Don't you even care?
To use Blanche for your own depraved pleasures and then betray her by casting her aside like yesterday's garbage, are you?
Certainly not.
You sure? Because it would really help me out.
Oh, sorry.
As it turns out, it wasn't such a bad thing to do. The stuff tasted great, and Salvador decided to market it. At first, it didn't move so well. Linguine with ear salve on a menu doesn't look too appetizing. But once he changed the name to pesto sauce, it moved like hotcakes.
You staying with us, Sophia?
Unless there's a bidding war with the neighbors.
Well, even if we lose, at least they'll be close by.
Don't worry. There won't be any trouble. They'll all stay in my room.
Oh, Ma, 3 people in one bed. What'll the Boscos say?
If you're throwing a goat, they'll say this is... You feel like going for a walk?
Oh, I love it.
This is so cute. I think they're going for a walk.
Rose, then get away from that door.
I can't help, but I just think it's amazing that a man would look up his first love after all he go.
Have you eaten? Well, I haven't. Goodbye. Let's roll.
Sophia, we can't. We haven't all gotten our calls.
Oh, forget it. She's not going to call.
Hello? Well, Ilsa sat on his compass, and they got so lost they walked to Finland. And that's when Canute said you can't go home again.
Well, that's very,
Stupid.
Rose. Rose.
A toast.
Okay.
To finality and closure. To husbands being out of our lives and gone forever.
Oh, Dorothy!
wait. This is good. I mean, don't cry. Why are you crying?
Our husband, man. Everyone seems so ordinary after Charlie.
Honey, it's just for dinner, and Charles would want you to eat.
Oh, Rose, be a friend. If you don't go, I can't go.
I know I'm going to regret this, and I know I'm going to have a miserable time, but I'll go.
Oh, that's the spirit. I'll go call the boys.
Come in.
Just listen. We are throwing a surprise birthday party for Blanche. I want you to go out to the lanai and mingle with the other guests.
Check. What's a lanai?
March.
I'll get it.
Honey, why don't you just take a sleeping pill?
Oh, I don't like to take pills. I get slap happy and say silly things.
Well, we certainly wouldn't want that to happen.
Hi, it's me, Stan.
What do you want? I always figured it was perfect for my Dorothy.
Oh, he sure is. He's smart. He's sophisticated.
I was talking blind.
I'll get it.
Hello. Well, hello there. How have you? Dorothy?
Yes, Blanche?
What are you doing out there?
Checking the sprinkler system. Looks good. Good night.
You get yourself... Well, I, for one, have had it with Miss Dorothy's Bornak. I'm gonna get this bar's attention if it's the last thing I do.
What you did last time? That'll be good. That'll be good.
Hey, fellas, what's going on?
Oh, yeah. Hi, Blanche. Sit down. Dorothy's about to sing for us.
Did it ever occur to any of you that maybe I'd like to sing? Find him. All we need is a logical plan. You go check out the attic, and I'll look around outside in case he wandered off.
Good. I feel better now. At least we have a plan.
Water Lily, you've never done anything like this in your life. Now, this is important. For the love of Mother Earth and the love of Mother Nature, commit yourself to this, Blanche Devereaux. Isn't that exciting?
Caught a rerun of Flipper on cable, did you?
A particularly touching one.
Jealous of me. Jealous. J-E-A.
All right.
Besides, Ma, all that studying paid off.
Oh, yeah, paid off. You got knocked up in high school.
Ma, I am 60 years old. Why do you have to bring this up every day of my life?
So it won't happen.
Will you come with me for moral support?
Not tonight, Rose. No, I want to get to bed early, curl up with a good book.
That's all you ever do.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is, Dorothy. That's all you've done lately, and it's pathetic. What's even more pathetic is that I've been home to watch.
It's time, Sophia.
Do I have to?
Don't be so sad. We'll be together again.
I love you, Sal.
And I love you. And tell my little Spumoni face something. I'm proud of her.
Do with this?
It has everything to do with this. In the 25 years I have on you, I've learned something. I just wish I could remember what it is. Oh, yeah, I got it. It's not whether you agree or disagree with somebody. It's whether you can be there for that person when they need you.
Sophia, I can't believe you're doing this. Hi, Dorothy. What are you doing?
Grading the history test.
How did I do?
You'll find out in class tomorrow.
Can you give me a hint?
No.
Did I do better than Boris Yashchenko?
Oh, Rose. Boris Yashchenko doesn't speak a word of English, and he was hit in the forehead with a mortar.
Blanche.
Oh, believe me, it's no gamble.
But you know what I do like? I like music.
Music? Well, wonderful. We can dance. Oh, yeah, we can do one of those hot, sweaty South American dances they do in the street because they don't have television sets.
Well, you got me again, Blanche. I don't dance.
You don't...
Yankee! That is incredible! And to think they made a movie about that deadbeat Gandhi. Well, there's there's a story like this that hasn't been told. What, Tess?
I didn't know you weren't supposed to cut them out. I never felt so rejected in my life. Until now.
Boy, this personals idea was really a mistake.
There must be something we can do.
I think we've done quite enough already, Blanche.
I have an idea. I'm gonna set her...
God, Ma, you didn't tell me he was in a clown suit.
Oh, yeah.
Jane, how could you?
Sophia called me at rehearsal. I'll change. I just wanted to make sure you were all right.
Is counsel for the demonstrators present?
Here, Your Honor.
Oh, God.
I couldn't. I think they're going to finish it.
Your own, Miles. Order your own.
Good evening. Have the two of you decided yet?
Yes, the lady will be having the 1850.
The truck. The good time.
Wait, you're going to introduce me to some of your friends?
Yes, if I see anybody I know.
Life?
Well, it's a dog-eat-dog world, and I'm wearing no underwear. Here, where will we live?
Oh, don't worry, we'll live.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
It's so hard to find a place to live.
Well, you can just stay right here. Well, that's settled.
Oh, gross. How can we stay here with Blanche and Harry?
Well, she just you certainly can until you find...
Every time the teacher turned her back, little Debbie Tans did something she shouldn't. Of course, her mother was the same way every time her father turned his back. The woman was a real tramp.
Yeah. But you digress.
Right. So there's Debbie putting gum in your hair, hiding your lunch, stealing your...
Out in the street and never speak to me again. Please, at least hear me out.
All right, Stanley, we'll listen to what you have to say.
Beautiful. How about we all go someplace and get comfortable, get some coffee, have something to eat?
I'll go change.
Why? We're only going into the kitchen.
Question. Describe your best friend.
Ooh, Dorothy, that's a really good question.
Oh, yes, and I'd love to hear the answer.
Well, my best friend is a woman. Someone I have a great deal in common with.
She pretty?
Yeah, she's attractive.
Attractive as in wholesome?
Or
He's back in the cave.
I could vomit just looking at you.
That must be Angelo. You two go out the back. He can't see you here. Okay. Go ahead. Go. Angelo!
Sophia! I don't know him.
Rose, exactly what did he say when you called him?
Well, I'm afraid I was pretty nervous and excited, so I didn't give him much chance to say anything.
But he accepted your invitation.
I told him I wouldn't take no for an answer. Well, I better finish getting ready. Oh.
My rear tires have less pressure in them.
They're from my secret admirer, Dorothy. Do you like them? Every single one of them?
No, it just figures.
Oh, Dorothy, you mustn't feel so bad. Well, this is a big day for you, too. A girl always remembers the first time she gets flowers.
Rose!
Call.
Hello.
Hi, you're on the air with Dr. Kelly. I need your first name only.
My name is Cher.
And your problem, Cher?
I have a 55-year-old daughter named Dorothy. Dorothy's Bornak. She's got problems.
Hello? Oh, hello, Big Daddy.
My father?
No, she's right here. Yeah, you take care, too. Bye-bye, Big.
Big Daddy? Big Daddy, how in the world are you? I'm just fine.
That was the big joke. How would you like to go to college?
Now, where's my patient?
Don't you mean victim?
Ma.
Now, look, Sophia, I know you didn't like it at Shady Pines. Nobody did after their families dumped them there.
That's Dorothy. Really dodged a bullet, didn't you?
Girls, I have great news. I finally convinced Don to quit Beatlemania. Isn't that... Good morning.
Good morning, Dorothy. How was your date? Did you have a good time?
Oh, Blanche, I can't thank you enough. I had a fantastic time.
Well, now, didn't I tell you? Go on now, don't...
Whether or not you think so.
Dorothy, I've been acting like such a fool. I don't know what in the hell got into me. Oh,
Biggest mistake I ever made.
You're right, Aunt Dorothy. You can't trust people. Joey just told me about some of the things that went on at his bachelor party.
Bachelor parties can be fun.
Aunt Blanche?
Darling, you look lovely.
It's on the phone.
The real phone, Rose, or your Farmer in the Dale phone?
Oh, please. I haven't had a Farmer in the Dell phone since I was 50.
Now, who called, Rose?
Jerry Kennedy.
Jerry Kennedy, the newscaster?
Uh-huh. He's coming over to pick up his daily planner. I took it home from work by mistake.
Of course I'm right. You think I got this old by being stupid?
You know, you're the greatest mother in the world.
Tell me something I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We can't go through an entire dinner holding these hearts in front of us.
Dorothy's right. How will we cut our meat?
Look, either we do this or we don't do it. Now, what's it gonna be?
We go at the count of 3. Ready? One, two. You to Shady Pines when you have a hernia.
You took me there after I had a stroke?
I'm not getting anywhere. Blanche, you talk to her.
A wet bar.
Blanche! Look, Ma, I love you, and I know what's best for you. And besides, I don't want to feel pangs of guilt for the next 20 years.
Hi, Sophia. Hi, Al. You hear anything on the wiretap yet?
Save your breath. He can't hear a word with those things on his ears.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've been entertaining myself all afternoon. Watch. Hey, you dumb bachicaloop. Your face looks like the rear end of a donkey.
It's a good thing old St. Christopher had his back to me.
No, there's no doubt about it. She's faking.
Dorothy, I didn't learn to do that till I was married.
I meant Ma, Blanche. And I'm gonna go prove it right now.
Ifus, come here, boy. This one's Dreyfus. A feeling of sisterhood should be allowed to join.
It's very commendable.
As long as she could castrate a sheep.
There was a service organization in Sicily with similar membership requirements. Except that instead of a sheep, it usually involved the mayor from a neighboring...
Find out what kind of a man Elliot really is. Now, if you're her friend, you'll tell her.
But, honey, she'd be devastated. What kind of a friend would I be to hurt her like that?
Well, what kind of a friend would you be if you let Elliot ruin her life? She could marry that man. They could have a child. They could adopt a child. Talking to me all day long. And she never listens to me. Do you know what it's like to be totally ignored?
So how was your day, Rose?
The truth is, she's a sweet girl looking for a friend. And we do have a common bond. She used to be a newscaster, now she's just an assistant like me.
It's much worse.
Blanche, what is it?
My life is over.
Oh, Blanche, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for thinking all those bad things about you when I thought you were pregnant. Like what a slut you were for having all those men. The world's fastest human being.
Dominic Tanzi.
It says Jesse Owens here.
Trust me, it was Dominic Tanzi. He got 4 women pregnant in one night. 2 in New York, 2 in New Jersey.
Girls, I am so excited. I am finally going to do something you've heard me talk about doing for years.
Quality time together. You know, sometimes we'll be watching TV and I start wondering how many more times I have left like that. And I find myself staring at her and like I'm trying to freeze her face in my memory. Like I never want to forget one single line or wrinkle. Irreplaceable, you.
Dorothy, I just had a terrible nightmare.
Ma, what was it?
This. Break it up. Stanley, think of me as the Berlin Wall. Try to climb over me, and you'll know what Bob...
Florida coastline. With only this towel between your hot flesh and the cold, wet sand.
I brought my son Skippy home from the hospital in this towel dump.
You're lying, Blanche.
And all sex stories. Sicily, 1922. I stopped by a little trattoria. No, wait. I'm thinking of the best meal I ever had.
I'll get it.
Condescending. I know it's silly, but it's doctor's orders. It's just a tool to help me get over Dorothy.
Can I hold him?
Are your hands clean?
Hello, Stan.
Gloria, what are you doing here? Usually don't like to slum it with this part of the family.
Stan, please. She's out of Money.
Ella, you've got lots of spirit, just like your beautiful mama.
Thank you.
This has gone far enough.
What's gone far enough?
I was talking to her. Look, from now on, she'll be Ma number 1, and you're Ma number 2. I think I'm slowly going out of my mind.
All right. Enough. Tomorrow, I'll go to the hospital and have a blood...
Opened to great reviews.
Morning, everyone.
Clear out, girls. Dorothy needs her space.
Ma, don't start with me.
Now, come on, you two. Let's put on our happy faces. It's a beautiful day and Gloria's coming. Why don't you just kiss and make up?
Why don't you just blow it out your ditty?
Your help.
Ladies, with all due respect, I think it's time you threw in the dish towel. I mean, trying to fix it yourself was cute, but I think you proved your point, and it's time to let a man take over.
I'm with Lou.
Oh, get your coat. Lou is leaving.
Hey, not so hard. I work with my hands.
You're making a big mistake. The man may be...
Dirty movies.
I'm going to bed.
Me too. I think I'll call it a night.
Dorothy, do you really think you ought to sleep in the same bed as Sophia? You could get that cold.
You know, you're right, Blanche. Ma, you sleep in your own room. Jean can sleep in my room tonight.
You're letting a sick old woman sleep in her own bed with her own pillow? Shut up and drink.
This is the 4th one, Ma. That's a lot of whiskey.
I only put whiskey in the first one, then we ran out.
Oh.
The second and third were vodka.
No wonder my head is spinning.
This one's part amaretto, part sambuca. That should kill everything.
Now look, that is her right there. She doesn't suspect a thing. Have you got your handcuffs?
Well, yes.
Okay, great. Now look, when I give you one of these, you go into your dance. You got it?
Listen, I think there's.
Oh my goodness, everybody!
Willing to forget about it, so am I.
He has his good days and he has his bad days. You just never know what to expect.
No, I understand. My mother can be the same way. I guess it's just part of getting older.
Some of it. But my father...
What are they made of?
Silly putty road. I don't know, Rose. I just want to forget the whole incident. It's been a terrible night, and I am very upset.
You mean because Gil dropped out of the...
Point the way.
Oh, good. It's on the second floor.
Thanks a lot, Rose. Oh, this is a great Valentine's weekend. Stuck in a hotel at a nudist camp for 10 hours.
I'm sorry, Dorothy. It's all my fault. I misunderstood the brochure.
I am too smart for you. I am not falling for any more of your practical jokes.
What kind of friend is that?
Well, you said you weren't my friend.
Well, what if I say I am your friend?
Well, then I'd have to do it. You'd be my friend.
Then we're friends.
You mean it?
Forever. Just don't forget to leave me alone.
Well, that's what friends are for.
See you, pal.
Thank you, Roger. You don't know what it means to me to hear you say that.
Well, let's very quickly go over this checklist to see if you've packed everything you're going to need for your fun in the sun. Nausea pills?
Took them.
Okay, C6 skin patch.
Wearing it.
Okay, those tiny little stop-you-up tablets that I got for my visit to Mexico.
The bottle was empty.
Hills. Charming homes. Yes. Full of idiots. Yes. What? I never saw anything like it. Must be the water.
I grew up in St. Olaf, and most of my family still live. So, what exactly is ham short for, Ham?
My guess would be ham and potatoes.
Well, we better be running along. We don't want to be late.
So I'm sure you'll have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
It was very nice meeting all of you.
Same here. Going on, I thought you were going to loosen up. I mean, you've always been frugal, but lately it's gotten out of hand.
I don't know. I guess it all started about a month ago when I went to see my doctor.
Oh, my God, Miles, is something wrong?
Yes. He said I'm probably going to live to be 100. Rose, I'm only budget.
I mean, we got a problem.
I guess that without thinking about it, you've become a very comfortable part of my life. When I thought you were gone, suddenly life wasn't so comfortable anymore. I really missed you.
You miss knowing Bushman awaits. Hey, I haven't spent this much time thinking about...
Oh, Stanley, this is the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me.
Rose, honey, come on, let's go down to Wally's and see if we can meet some men. Come on.
Okay.
Hey, if you're taking Biscayne Boulevard, would you keep an eye out for my hair?
Marquis at Caesar's Palace. Rain, Rose.
Where is that idiot Stan? Angelo will be here from the airport any minute.
I don't know where he is. You know, Stan's always late. He was even late for our first date.
And then you were late.
I've known in my life.
That's not all. There's something else I don't like about him.
What?
I don't know. It's a hunch. I can't put my finger on it, but if I could, I would have to wash it.
Ma, do me one favor. Stay here until we're finished.
I can't believe you think your own mother would embarrass you.
Wake up. Oh. I just had the weirdest dream about Jonathan.
Oh, was it a bad dream?
No. No, it helped me make up my mind about our relationship. I'm going to keep seeing him. If we actually...
Hello, Rose.
Hello.
Well, let's get to work. Hop in the chair.
Look, Dr. Norgan.
Hey, what's this Dr. Norgan? What happened to Lou?
All right, Lou, there's something I have to talk to you about. Don't spend all your time in prison hating me, Dorothy. Learn a trade.
Dorothy, tonight I'm going to be out front in a laundry truck.
Gotcha. So...
If you hear screaming, don't call the cops.
Here?
Dorothy, we need a decision now. So who's it going to be, me or Pizza Man?
Oh, insults from Lyle Waggoner, huh? How many gold records do you have?
None. I was never married.
Oh, I don't know. A lot of things.
Like?
Like you.
Hardly.
Like me.
Definitely.
Like us. These past 3 weeks have been amazing.
They have been pretty amazing.
It's amazing that I just met.
You really came through, Blanche. I feel all warm inside. This must be what they call the joy of giving. Feels a lot like cramps.
Cocktail wiener?
Oh, Laszlo, just one more thing. You know that famous Picasso painting, Nude Woman Playing the Violin?
Well, of course.
Well, originally it was called Blanche Playing the Violin. Only it wasn't a violin. You think about that the next time you're standing around with your chisel in your hand.
Oh, honey, I think it's wonderful that you're going out with Stan again tomorrow night. Jeff and I are going to a formal dinner at the base. Oh, he looks so dashing in his dress uniform.
Dorothy had a date with the Commodore. Blanche had a date with Stan. I spent the evening making bacon, lettuce, and potato sandwiches.
I don't believe we've been introduced. My name is Blanche Devereaux. That's French for Blanche Devereaux.
I'm pleased to meet you.
Forgive me for staring, but I do declare you're just about the most attractive man I've seen in Florida since Mr. John Forsythe performed Hamlet at the
Cat, there are no accidents. Nobody wrongs someone without meaning it.
Come on, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
I was going to take this dress back.
I am sorry,
You were
Blanche.
sorry.
Oh, come on, it was an accident.
Or was it? Which now?
Sophia. Well, Mrs. Claxton, how lovely to see you again.
Who are you?
I'm your neighbor, Blanche Devereaux.
Oh, yeah. I didn't recognize you with your clothes on.
I beg your pardon?
With my binoculars, I have a terrific view in your bedroom window.
Rose!
I told her to get the hell out of my room.
Oh, Sophia, I want to explain about last night. When I was a little girl, one summer we had a terrible thunderstorm.
Excuse me, Rose. Have I given you any indication at all that I care?
Girls, my father's coming. Be down!
Rose, I know this is a long shot, but did you take much acid during the 60s?
To our home. My kids would have been clear across the country. I couldn't bear to lose them, so I stayed.
Your children are over 30. You're still staying for them?
I couldn't leave it because of all the things we're
Oh,
going
look,
on.
I don't want to hear about it. Oh, my God, I'm storming out to the bathroom.
Will you look at what we have? We make each other happy.
You lied to me.
Okay, Blanche, I give up. Come on, Rose, let's go shopping. Listen, Rose, I'm sorry you got stuck shopping with me. I realize that Dorothy's forcing you to.
No, she isn't.
Yes, she is. She always makes you do her dirty work. She takes terrible advantage of you, Rose.
We should go.
Wait, listen cautiously and books only a ferry to Sardinia, saving the rest of her money for a rainy day.
Let me guess, Ma. You were the one who chose adventure.
You also would have said Baltimore instead of the New World. You're no good at this, Dorothy. I'm the girl who played it safe.
Well, I was going to give it to Joni Winston, but if you're really that hungry, I'd still have time to make another one for the wedding. Of course, I have to address those 3,000 envelopes in the morning after I pick up the decorations for the hootenanny at the church. But that'll still give me plenty of time to wash cars in the afternoon and give blood before 7.
I want to go out with you.
But we shook on it and everything.
If it makes you feel any better, I'll go out with you.
Instead of her, I go out with you?
Right.
Okay.
So good to see you again, Blanche. And who have we here? Hello, I'm Susan Dodd.
I'm Clayton, Blanche's.
Oh, sure. Your husband or your boyfriend dumped you. Oh, honey, don't let it get you down. It's just the nature of the beast. They'd do it in the mud if they had to. You just go sleep with his best friend. That'll even up the score.
Am I on candid camera?
In California. So it's you or nothing. please, Dorothy. If we win this thing, I can die a happy woman.
Ma, I refuse to be a part of your neurotic need to be number one. Now just let it go.
How many challenges do I have left in life?
We have a lot of work you have to do at home.
I don't want to lie.
When you get home, we'll make you clean out the garage.
Thanks, Blanche. I owe you one.
What if I got gorgeous for nothing? What if Tony doesn't even notice me?
Well, that's his hard luck.
Sugar, I didn't expect to see you here.
Daddy, I just heard what happened, and I'm so sorry. I truly am.
Oh, don't worry. It's my own fault. If I wasn't such a stubborn old fool.
Now, don't be hard on yourself.
Well, it's true. I never should have tried that.
Well, you're the damn liar. Why, I wouldn't sleep with you if you were the last man in creation. Now, why did you lie?
Well, the reason
Why?
is I was trying.
Why?
It all started.
Why?
Nobody ever listens to me.
Quit whining, you wimp, and tell me why you lied.
That is the reason. Nobody ever listens to me. They never have. I'm a wimp, just like you said.
I'm sorry. It just bothers me.
Oh, Ma. Cypress Grove has a great reputation. Did you see the story they did about it on 60 Minutes?
No.
Short piece. It was just Mike Wallace saying, sorry I bothered you. No, please, go on. That's enough. Michael, I want to talk to you about last night.
Sure, Mom.
You ungrateful brat. How could you do this to me? I'm sorry. That's not what I planned on saying.
It's okay.
Box of Rose, where did you get it?
Well, I was just under my bed playing, and then there it was. Do you know whose it is?
Oh, Rose. How can I look at that face and lie? It's mine.
Neither rain nor sleet nor dark of night shall keepeth us from our appointed rounds. Amen. I can see you are a non-believer.
I think it's nice that you're trying to quote the Bible.
Sven, I have some bad news.
Is it bad news?
Yes, it's bad.
Were you two the cousins who played the banjo in Deliverance?
Rose, what's wrong?
Oh, that was the counseling center. I have to work today. Now who's going to show Sven the sights?
Just hate it. I haven't been dumped since Wade Honeycutt threw me over for Rebecca Wilkinson, a girl who did not value her reputation.
Did you let him get away with it?
Hell no.
What'd you do?
Slept with his brother. Come on, partner. Let's go get even.
Oh, please.
What do you say? No visible means of life support. I like that in a man. Let's roll.
You know, I always hoped my mother would meet a nice couple.
Oh, you don't.
Easy.
The only things I ever saw were the animals on the farm. You know, the bulls and the horses.
Tough act to follow.
How would you like your rear end kicked across the street?
Oh, great. Here's the other $4.
Girls, there is a busload of Greek sailors out front. They want to know how many drachma there are in $8.
Deaf. Well, I just got the autopsy results, and they showed that Al's arteries were completely clogged. Oh, his diet was terrible. He never ate a vegetable. He lived on fatty foods. He'd have meat for dessert. You didn't kill him, Mrs. Nyland. He killed himself.
A man? You know, a man.
No.
Yes.
What about your father? You mean you never saw your father?
My father? Oh, no, my father? Oh.
To keep those earrings my entire life, like my mama did. And my grandmama. And my great-grandmama, who fashioned those earrings herself from the Civil War bullets that killed great-granddaddy.
Blanche, Pigpen had just turned 80, and the town bylaws made him leave his job teaching driver's training at the high school.
On at 80, it was about time.
Well, it had nothing to do with his age. There was an old law on the books about driving with your shirt off.
I once got arrested for that in Chattanooga.
The government had to put me in the witness protection program. Gave me a new name, new job, whole new identity.
I don't know what to say. I can't believe this story you're telling me.
But you can believe the story about Henrik Felderstuhl, St. Olaf's half man, half grasshopper?
Dorothy, isn't this fun? Dorothy, you haven't even touched your Mr. Ha-Ha dog.
You're right. Yeah, I touched it.
You're not having any fun, are you, Dorothy?
Am I that?
I put my head between my knees.
No, that's for nausea.
When I'm scared, I'm nauseous. You remember what happened when that man tried to steal my purse?
Worked better than Mace. Honey, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
Well, anyway, all the same, I better get busy writing down my act.
The evidence had melted. To this day, every time I pass an ice cream parlor or a tackle shop, I blush.
Look, Coach.
Rose, hold me.
Oh, Blanche, please. No, honey, I know it's hard, but we've been here over an hour. And you've shown us the balcony, you've shown us the wind chimes, you've shown us the 7 places you lost your virginity.
What is it, Rose? I'm sorry I died.
Oh, no, Rose, you didn't. And, honey, we're all here. Ma, Blanche, me.
Oh, girls, I had the most wonderful dream. Sophia, you had the body of a 25-year-old.
Bye.
Ma! Ma!
You must be Tommy's boy. How's the team look this year?
What's going on?
I've been fired, Ma.
What?
We all think it's for the best.
Well, Mildred, I guess that's it. What Dorothy says goes. We'll just have to say, ah! Leg cramp. Oh,
15 years.
How long did you wait after George died?
Till the paramedics came.
As the Reverend was performing the funeral service.
Not a hooker. I was arrested by mistake.
Oh, that's what I always tell the judge, too.
How did you get mixed up in this sort of thing?
I don't know. Things were bad at home. I ended up in Miami. It just happened.
Nothing could be bad enough at home for you to end up doing... They aren't living together.
I know what he means.
It's just a little breather, you know, give each other space.
She threw you out, didn't she?
She changed the locks and everything. I mean, she even tossed all my clothes out the window. You can't imagine what it's like searching for your underwear in the back seat of a convertible.
Tell me about it.
What would I do without her? I want her here with me. All the rest of my life, and I want to be there with her, too. So here I am, and there's going to be some changes made, and I love you, and what the hell are you doing opening a door in New York City without saying who's there?
I wasn't gonna stay here, George. I missed you.
Rose, not that I care, but since you've already gone to so much trouble, just how did having plastic surgery ruin Olga's life?
Oh, it didn't ruin her life. It almost ruined St. Olaf. Look what we were both about to do. We got on the ship. Most people never even leave shore.
You mean that?
Of course I do. You and I still have a lot of adventures left in us. So many things we haven't tried. Have you ever been to Space Mountain at Disney?
And say about the old olive tree. Although it's ancient and all, and not much to look at, it still has the tastiest, plumpest olives. Tashira, how about an olive?
Olive?
Look, I realize you don't understand most of this, but that's okay.
Blanche, you can't take all that luggage.
Well, Dorothy, I may run into a celebrity while I'm sunbathing on the beach. I only packed what I need to make me look my most devastating.
And I hope you packed a tight butt.
Oh, yes. Now, whose cab is this? Is this yours or mine?
Rose. The diary. No, not at all. And I'm really shocked that you read it.
Then I guess you're not interested to hear some of the other things she had to say about you.
Not in the slightest.
Oh, fine. Suit yourself. I'm not going to eat all of this at once, Sophia. There's an I Love Lucy marathon on tonight. I'm setting up for 12 straight hours of classic TV.
I never cared for that show. Every single episode, Lucy said the same thing. Ricky, why can't I be in the show? Ricky, why can't I be in the show? Why couldn't she be in the show?
Happy? We're happy.
Okay, Harry, I've just checked off your name. You're free to go. And if anybody else would care to go, feel free to. However, if you'd like to learn something, then I strongly suggest that you stay. Wait a minute. What do you mean she's going into surgery? I talked to her last night. She was fine.
This is why we keep people here for observation.
When can we see Rose?
Are you related to her?
No, we're her friends.
I'm sorry, she's in pre-op, and only her family can see her now. Now, we have contacted her daughter, and Mrs. Nyland will be going into surgery.
Maybe it's my imagination, but we seem to be getting along. I know. You just seem so refined and vivacious and charming. Boy, you've really changed.
She can't help it. Blanche needs a man. She told me when George died, she made a date at the funeral. Oh, not that she didn't love George. She can't be without a man. You know what I'm saying?
Both to know that I don't enjoy failing anybody, especially this kid. But he's lazy. In his book report on A Tale of Two Cities, he said he liked them both, but he really prefers Minneapolis, because that's where Prince is from.
Oh. Hi, Rose.
Oh, hi, honey.
But no job is worth having to date women.
Blanche, bilingual refers to a person who speaks more than one language.
Oh, well, why did I think it was something sexual?
Anyway, that's why I signed up for a Spanish class at night school.
Now, that's a...
It's better with men.
Oh, come on, that's false security.
No, it's not. I was safer with Charles. I was never once robbed or murdered when I was with Charles.
Look, you could just as easily have been murdered living with Charles.
I'm surprised she wasn't...
Don't know him.
Rose, exactly what did he say when you called him?
Well, I'm afraid I was pretty nervous and excited, so I didn't give him much chance to say anything.
But he accepted your invitation.
I told him I wouldn't take no for an answer. Well, I better finish getting ready. Oh, that little dinky play.
With that off. Gee, Ma, I don't know if this was such a good idea.
I think you're right, Dorothy. Maybe I should have done my own hair. I've been doing it for years.
That's why it looks like something you buy on a stick at halftime.
Ma, how do you know that?
When you reach my age, you get pretty good at spotting the 12 warning signs of death.
What are they?
Number 1, your children start visiting during the week. Number 2, your doctor won't let you post-date a check.
I just had an idea. Little Slice of Sicily's a family restaurant, and a mother-daughter commercial would be great.
How'd you like to be in it?
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to check my schedule. You see, I'm a substitute teacher.
Please, so someone else sets up the driver's ed cones.
All right, Ma.
Acting in Oxford. And then he'd laugh, and I'd laugh. Sometimes even the horse would laugh.
With them or at them?
Ma.
You know what you should do? Call what's his name.
More around the eyes.
I'm blending, Enrique.
I want my public to trust me. Enrique Mas must have honest eyes. Try number 34. I heard Ted Koppel uses 34 around the eyes.
No soul. This was after I bought her beef sticks and spreadable cheese from Hickory Farms.
Rose, everywhere you look, the rich take advantage of the poor. How can you deny there are inequities in this society?
Well, sure there are inequities.
And that must be my socks and underwear coming back from the laundry. That is one of the biggest drawbacks of being without a wife. Chrissy.
Chrissy?
I had to talk to you, Big Stan. Why didn't you return my phone calls?
There's nothing to talk about, Chrissy.
Big Stan?
That reminds me, I gotta give Charlie Milburn a call.
If this cake reminds you of Charlie Milburn, we could both give him a call. Rose, how...
Wait, pilgrims are going to be showing up to kiss Dorothy's luncheon meat.
Ma, I know it doesn't mean much to you, but I acted positively and things are improving in my life. I don't know, now I feel that I have the power to make anything happen.
Boy, is it beautiful out there today.
Thank you.
I'm borrowing your earrings. Lord, I'd love to get a facelift by 8 o'clock.
Blanche, who is Harry?
Oh, girls, he's just wonderful. He's very gallant. He's a perfect gentleman. He's a great dancer. And he doesn't make noises when he chews.
Chewing that coffee shop. Oh, I got there 5 minutes early and caught him necking with a waitress.
Oh, well, that must have made it easier.
No, I still could not do it.
Dorothy, how long had you been together with this guy?
38 years.
That was Stan?
And you know, to this day...
Oh, sure. Do I look like a man who's about to do it for the third time? Get married, I mean.
Very handsome. Have you lost weight?
No, I'm wearing a girdle. Is Sophia going to make it to the wedding?
She's not quite up to it, but she sends her regards.
Tunder the mediocre became Tunder the magnificent.
Guess he didn't want to change the monograms on his towels.
Well, Tunder the tiger spent so much time performing that he didn't have enough time to spend with his wife. Well, she told him that she missed the time they had together when he was just me.
It's Christmas. Look, please have some cheesecake on me, all right?
Oh, well, that's very sweet.
My pleasure.
Now I know I'm depressed. I don't even want this cheesecake.
Are you ladies having a bad Christmas?
No, worse.
I'm a little down myself. I mean, it's tough working on Christmas Eve. I wish I had a little time to spend with my family.
Oh, we know exactly how you feel.
Well, we better go. We don't want to miss anything.
Yeah, I want to get there early, buy Becky a Dodger cap, see how many people mistake her for Tommy Lasorda.
That's it.
All
That
right.
is it.
Dorothy, now calm down. We'll bring you back a cap, too.
I can't take it anymore. I've got to say something to that guy.
Dorothy, I know how frustrating it is to just sit.
Whatever those tests show, we're here for.
Dorothy, give me that.
Didn't find anything?
Oh, I found one job I wanted. I would have been perfect for it. But they told me I was too old.
What kind of job?
Assistant manager in a pet store. I don't know why they didn't hire me. I worked in a pet store in St. Olaf for 10 years. I mean, I was the one who thought up big squeaky toys for cows.
Irreplaceable, you.
Dorothy, Dorothy, I just had a terrible nightmare.
Ma, what was it?
This. Break it up.
Stanley, think of me as the Berlin Wall. Try to climb over me, and you'll know what Bob...
Actually, I just don't like him dating men.
You really haven't grasped the concept of this gay thing yet, have you?
There must be homosexuals who date women.
Yeah, they're called lesbians.
So then I went up to the podium and I said, my name is Dorothy and I have a gambling problem. You know, when I left Gamblers Anonymous 15 years ago, I thought I'd never have to say those words again.
Well, let's hope this time you get cured.
Oh, you're never really cured, Rose. I'd be able to enjoy it.
True. On the other hand, Beethoven was also deaf, so you'd be hearing the music the way he wrote it. Look at us. You haven't been out of the house in a week.
Back to
Yes,
me.
and then what happens?
Well, then it goes right here into my inbox.
This is outrageous. Lillian's problems cannot wait that long. She is old, she is sick, and she needs better care right now.
I agree.
What?
Look, ladies, Sunny Pastures doesn't...
Oh, thanks for a wonderful evening. It's not many men who take a girl shopping.
Well, it's not every woman who likes to shop for bait. Well, sweetheart, I had a wonderful time. Good night.
Good night.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's this in my pocket?
That line...
That you two are complaining about, I'm the one who's going to suffer the most from this. With no air conditioning, I'll get all wilted and sweaty. No man will even talk to me. And even if one does, how am I going to get a date without a telephone?
The way you always do. Go sit in the bar without underwear.
Good evening. How are you?
In denial.
Look, Fluffhead. Why should I deny being in denial when I never said I was in denial? You are the one who said I was in denial, and don't you deny it.
Listen, Dorothy, it's better than I do. If you think they're the kind of people who can handle it, I'd prefer to tell them.
Here we are, ice cream clowns with sugar cone hats for everybody.
It'll be our little secret.
Hi, you must be Jean. I'm Rose.
Nice to meet you, Rose.
Ice cream clown.
Now, what do you think?
I think Lisa Bonet spent more on the ring in her nose.
Don't listen to her, Stanley. It's beautiful. I'm sure Catherine will love it.
You mean it?
Not a word.
Babe, it's a real diamond. What's wrong with it?
I think the more appropriate question is, where is it?
You got one of these right. No, Rose, the Abbott. He told me I had to choose between the church and your mother. I chose God. I think I have his forgiveness. Now, more than anything, I'd like your forgiveness.
I don't know.
What's the big deal?
Ma, you should not be driving.
You want to take away my license?
And your telephone book. It's for your own good, Ma.
You're ruining my life.
One of us could drive you anywhere you want to go.
Oh, sure, I really want you along on dates.
Oh. Ma, will you try to be reasonable?
Sheila Patterson's daughter...
There must be a support group for people like me.
We're sorry, Dorothy, but the bylaws clearly state that any derogatory remarks about the king are grounds for immediate expulsion.
Maybe you ought to join an organization that is a little less fanatical in its...
Lose you. That's why I made up those stories about the bank robbery. $45,000 was my life savings. I thought with that money I could treat you like you ought to be treated. Like a queen.
I can't believe this.
I can't believe it either.
From the service station across the street, our farm was just down the road from it.
Rose, honey, have you been washing the fruit off before you eat it? Listen, we have a decision we have to make right now.
For how long?
I don't know, a long time. They were a year apart in school.
That's impossible, Rose.
No, it isn't. How is she?
Wiped out and depressed, even though she tries.
Partner dancing, up close and personal. Rose, what I didn't tell you was, when I was 5, Mama enrolled me in a tap dancing class. For 6 months we practiced. 1 hour a day, 2 days a week. And I was good. I was cute and I was good. Real good.
Now I get it.
Oh, good. I thought I was going to have to draw you a picture. And I'm not sure I'd know how.
Hey, Salvador DeMilo tried to kiss me. I never told a soul. Nobody else knew but you. We were alone in the kitchen when I spilled my guts out.
We weren't alone. Vinnie Jamala was drunk under the table.
What are you talking about?
I can't believe you don't remember. He threw up in your shoe.
Oh, I wonder what would happen if somebody called up my sister Virginia and told her this terribly embarrassing story. I guess there's only one way to find out.
Well, I'm exhausted. I'm going to bed. You coming, Ma? Don't you just love the style, the technique, the use of color?
Yeah. I'd give anything to own a painting like that.
How about that painting for a new roof?
You're kidding.
Of course she's kidding. That painting means everything to me. I could never part with it.
Sophia, are you crazy?
Crazy about the Kimmel.
Ma'am.
What up reminiscing. You know how it is when old pals get together. Excuse us.
Well, that's that. How does it feel to have your butt whipped?
Well, sometimes I find it